Do you struggle to find time to work out? What if time no longer needed to be the obstacle between you and your fat loss goals? My name is Davies and I'm with Complete Performance here today to show you how to make exercise fit within your busy schedule. In this video, we're going to talk about how to use the 3x3 training program in order to get some exercises on your busiest days. Then we're going to talk about how you can work for it, how you can utilize your busy work days, your busy social life, family days to actually burn more calories and get active. The last thing we're going to cover is how you can effectively utilize your TV and social time, the times where we de-stress and decompress from our days, as ways to burn more calories. The first thing we're going to cover is one of my favorite ways to help my clients get training time in when they don't have time in their busy day to make it to the gym. It's called a 3x3 training program. It's really simple. It's 3 exercises done 3 times throughout your day. The 3 exercises, depending on what the week looks like, could be a variety of bodyweight exercises. If we have some at-home equipment or some objects to use around our workspace, we'll grab hold of those as well. But then we set sets and reps to go along with that so they have a target to work towards. But the idea behind this is that you take 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes throughout your day to do a couple of exercises, to do a few reps of exercises, and then you get on and get back to your workday. You could do this at breakfast time, lunchtime, dinner time. You could do 2 sets in the morning and 1 set on your lunch break. But it's a great way to not just get you out of your desk and get away from that computer screen or to step away from the busyness of your day, but it's a great opportunity for you to burn some calories and then set yourself back up into that work environment, into that social environment. Some exercises I love to use with the 3x3 program are squats, standing adductors, good mornings, lunges. Then for upper body, I might use things like push-ups. Specifically, incline push-ups work great along a desk, along the back of a chair. We can do face pulls, Supermans, lateral raises, front raises, any type of shoulder exercise. We can even do some curls or some tricep extensions or dips. But there are so many exercises that we can incorporate in a variety of settings that don't require a trip to the gym, time, and you changing into your workout clothes, getting all sweaty during your busy day. The goal is to keep it simple. We want it to be short bouts of exercise done 3 times a day, and who knows, that could total up to as much as 45 to 60 minutes of total exercise. It's what fits into your schedule, and that's the great part about the 3x3 training program. What's one of your favorite exercises to do during your busy day? Maybe it's around the kitchen. Maybe it's while you do laundry, outside with your kids or your family. Drop a comment below with your favorite at-home exercise so that we can share more ideas with each other to build your very own 3x3 program. The second thing we want to talk about is how you can work for it during your day. Now, it's really easy to get set into a consistent routine of taking the shortest possible path, the quickest way to our workday, the quickest way in and out. But if we forced ourselves to work for it a little bit more, we might burn more calories in the day and might not need as much time spent in the gym. I encourage all of my clients to park further away so that they have a longer walk into the building and a longer walk out. Let's get some additional steps in. To take the stairs instead of the elevator or the escalator. To take the long way up to their office instead of the shortest path. To set reminders on their phone for every 55 minutes to an hour so that you stand up for 2, 3, maybe 5 minutes. That was one of the biggest game changers for me. I'd set a timer for 55 minutes, and then the last 5 minutes, I'd take the dogs outside, we'd play fetch, I'd walk around in the yard, and we all get a great time. We come back inside, they're tired, I got up, I moved my body, I feel mentally refreshed and ready to knock out that next task. So if you find yourself always getting stuck in the shortest path to action, you park in the closest spot, you always take the elevator, you're not drinking enough water, which is forcing you to go to the bathroom during the day, and you just sit down and stay planted in your chair throughout the entire day, maybe we need to look at some other alternatives to work for it and to burn more calories in our day. Some additional alternatives would be taking a walk on your lunch break. Maybe you get a mid-morning or mid-afternoon break. Maybe you decide to take a trip to the drinking fountain, the restroom. Take the longest path. Find ways to just add additional steps in. There are so many ways when you're working in an office setting to take longer routes, to burn more calories, take more steps. But a lot of us have been into the at-home work setting, wherein it's really easy, things are really close. The bathroom's just a few steps away, the kitchen's a few steps away. But what if we force ourselves to take the long way? I had a client through quarantine who every time she got up, she forced herself to go to the stairs up and down one time before she came back in and went to what she was doing. It worked great. The stairs stood between her office and the kitchen and the bathroom, so she was able to make that a part of her daily routine. It's something she still consistently does, and now it's just a no-brainer, it's a habit. So find ways to make yourself rebuild and reestablish some habits. Park further away, take the stairs, take the longer way around. Find what works for you. Hey, if you want to know more ways about how to boost your NEAT, how to increase the amount of calories you burn in a day, click subscribe to this channel. I'm always putting out videos to better help you burn calories in an efficient way so that you don't have to stress about how much time you need to be exercising or spending or dedicating to the gym. The last thing we want to talk about is how to effectively use your TV and social time. Now, I fully understand that when we get home at the end of the day, it's really easy to just plop down on the couch, to just take a seat and turn the TV on, watch some Netflix, some Hulu, your favorite TV shows. It's really easy to call up a friend, a family member, and to just sit down. But what if we took that time and got mobile? What if we took phone calls on walks? Or we just moved around the house. We didn't allow ourselves to sit down while we were on the phone. What if during the time that we watched Netflix or Hulu, we stretched, we practiced some mobility work, we did some core exercise, some body weight at-home exercises, a great time to get your 3x3 in. But find ways to use the TV and social time to get up and get moving. I know I've been really guilty of thinking that I don't have enough time to move, to go for walks, to take additional time to move my body, when in reality, if I just use the time that I was spending watching my favorite shows like Grey's Anatomy on TV, Friends, I have plenty of time to move my body. So now I've done things like encourage myself to take phone meetings standing, to make sure that I get up and move around during and after a Zoom meeting. Then while I'm watching TV, I encourage myself to get up after every episode. You have to do what works for you though. Find ways to decompress and de-stress while you still get enough time to get activity in. The reality is that a lot of us see time as an obstacle, when in reality, we're just not using it as effectively or as efficiently as we could. Maybe you're still wondering what you need in order to lose body fat. You've been at this game for quite some time and you just can't seem to lose and keep off the weight. Click the link in the description to this video to grab the 3 must-haves for fat loss. With this free guide, I give you my 3 secrets in my AAA method to help show you exactly what you need to do to lose body fat and keep it off. Click that link in the description, and thanks for watching.